Hello, my name is Pandiputra Agusnia Putra with student ID 2215101002 and 0. In this change, I will explain about several network topology. First, what is network and topology? A network refers to a collection of interconnected devices such as computers, printers, and servers that can communicate and share resources with each other. And then, topology is the layout of how computer or network equipment connect and communicate between them. In this sense, I will explain several network topology, which is number one is ring, mesh, bus, star, tree, and hybrid. Next is number one. Number one, ring topology. In this topology, all computers are connected in a closed circle, and each packet will travel in the same direction or unidirectional traffic until find the destination of computer. The advantage of this topology is number one, easy to handle or understand. Number two, one directional flow of data. Number three is easy to implement. The disadvantage of this topology is number one, failure of a single node in the network can cause the entire network to fail. Number two, this topology is rarely to implement for now. Number three, in this topology hard to add and remove computer. Next, mesh topology. In this topology, each computer is connected to each other. The advantage of this topology is number one, each node is connected to every node with a direct link. This creating a very reliable network. Number two, these networks have a high redundancy, which is if one computer is problem, it's not affect to other computer. And then, disadvantage of this topology. Number one, requires a large amount of cable and is difficult to administer. Number two, this topology is expensive to implement. Next is bus topology. This topology, where all computer or device are connected with a single coaxial type cable and form a network as shown in the picture. In this topology, computer and network equipment are connected with a backbone cable using BNC connector or T connector. And at its end, and as is its end, a terminator is installed. If there is no terminator in this topology, the data will experience a bounce back, which is often referred to as signal reflection. And then the advantage of this topology. Number one, this topology is easy to set up, handle, and implement. Number two, this topology is best suited for a small network. Number three, cost very less. Number four, now usually to be a backbone of two different building network with fiber optic cable. And then the disadvantage of this network topology. Number one, cable length is limited, which limit the number of the network nodes that can be connected. Number two, if central cable failure lead to failure of the entire network. Number three, difficult to identify fault in the network nodes. Next is star topology. In this topology are most common topological form, and then all computers are connected to a central wiring point, such as a hub or switch. All data pass through the hub or switch before it reaches the destination computer. Sorry. And then the advantage of this topology is, number one, failure of one computer will not affect two other computer. Number two, easy to troubleshoot. Number three, easy to add or remove the computer in the network. The disadvantage of this topology, number one, performance or transmission depend on the hub. Number two, if the hub or switch is affected by interference, the entire network will be paralyzed or is called a single point of failure. Number three, installation cost is high. Next is tree topology. In this topology, computer or device are arranged in a hierarchy structure. The advantage of this topology is adding computer to a node is easy, and then easier fault finding and maintenance, and then feature of the star and bus topology. Next is disadvantage of this topology. Number one, requires huge cable. Number two, costly to implement. And then number three, if the root node fail, the whole network will fail and stop processing. And the last is hybrid topology. In a hybrid topology, is combined of two or more topology, usually between star and ring and star and bus. Same as before in the tree, there's a one of hybrid topology, star and bus. The advantage of this topology is scalable, easy to increase the size of the network by adding new component. And then number two, effective, designed in such as a way that the strength of one topology can overcome the weakness of another. And then the advantage of this topology is costly to implement. And this is the resource when I make this PPT. That's all from me. Thank you.